these are the Orbit V6 playing cards. This over here, I just have it set there because those are the decks I still have to review. So that's what's coming up. And then after that, I'm running a little low on decks to review. So if you guys have favorites that you guys would want me to review, because I just got a 40-hour-a-week job, just drop them down so I can know what you would like to see if I can get my hands on whatever deck that you want. So let's get into this. But first, if you want to cop yourself some merch, links down in the description. You can pick these boys up for 15% off in the down low. Anyways, let's get into it right now. Alright, so the Orbit V6 playing cards are probably going to be my favorite deck of Orbits. I own the 5, 6, and 7s. 7s are coming up in just a little bit. It's done in a really cool forest green tuck case with white on the top and bottom saying Orbit down the middle. And it has, of course, the circle like all Orbits do, with the forest in the nighttime sky with the stars. The right side says 6th edition, and the left side has some ad copy. The bottom has their standard Orbit logo. The back has the back design of the playing cards. And the top, I think it's 23. It looks like a 23 to me because there's been 23s on all the rest of the decks, although I'm not sure why they always say 23. So if you know why, let me know. Now the inside tuck flap, if I can get this to focus, there we go. The deeper you gaze into the cosmos, the harder it is to look back. Persist and endure. And now let's get into the cards. Make sure there's nothing else on the inside. Of course, saying hashtag the Orbit deck and the Instagram handle for them. And at the bottom it says we are Orbit. And that's all I can say for this, except for it having the alien and the flying saucer on the inside flaps. So let's get into the cards. Now this one, of course, is going to have the broken border there, just like all Orbit playing cards do. Oddly enough, excluding the V7s, which I'll get into in that deck review. But it has the all white inside here, then a little bit of a lighter green there. Has this swoop is more like the path that the flying saucer took before capturing that man. And I've been told that these cards are a one-way design, but I've never figured out how. So if you do know how, let me know down in the comments because I've never figured it out. But this broken border, well, makes fans do that. I mean, seriously. Look at that fan. Let me just do that again. That is such a beautiful fan. That broken border going around like that is so stinking cool. Alright, that's really it for the back design. For the card stock, oh my word, I don't even know how to describe to you guys. If you guys have never owned a deck of Orbit playing cards, like eventually this would be like a type of stock that I would put my deck on. It's a little bit, I'd probably say it's a little bit thinner, or pretty much the same as a bicycle deck, but it feels so much more smooth. It really does. Like the sides come in smooth, which is one of my favorite things that happens to a deck of playing cards. And it just comes in already broken in. For the faces, you're going to have duplicate jokers of the aliens riding a bicycle, paying homage to, of course, bikes, saying Joker, the little man in the O, of course, just like the face or the back design. And then you have the same O in the corners. You have your standard ace of spades with a little bit of a greenish blue tint to it. You have your standard number cards. Then you have your customized. This one's customized for him. Then all these are just color changed, but same for the rest of their decks. Your diamonds are standard for them all for the rest of the Orbit playing cards. And you have your clubs, your hearts, of course that one is customized as well, and you get a double backer, and you get a duplicate 8 of spades like always. I really do like this like customized tint to it. That's not just like a straight black, but it has like it's more of like a dark green just like the rest of it. I really do like that, just slight color difference. It's the small things that make this deck really beautiful. Alright, now you also want to see how it farrows. So let's farrow it. Well, let's see if I can cut it first. Goodness. So cutting this deck and farrowing it from top to bottom literally farrows perfectly. Giant fan. I mean, seriously, just look at that. That's ridiculous. That, my friend, is ridiculous. And then from bottom to top, still just as easy. Bad cut, but easy. So who would like this deck? Well, let's just say there's cardists, magicians, there's gameplay, and there are collectors. So let's just start with cardists. Duh. This is a duh moment, really. It has a circle back design, which cardists love. It has a broken border, which makes fanning and things like this absolutely beautiful. I mean, I don't even really think that I'd really need to go much further. It has a really thin border, which is going to make things like fans and cuts, packet cuts, look really beautiful. It farrows beautifully. Cardists should love this. Magicians, like, these aren't anything hard to read or out of the normal. People could easily recognize everything here. Back design shouldn't freak anyone out. It just looks cool. But clearly, I've used orbits to perform magic all the time, so this shouldn't be a problem. Collectors, clearly there's like, how many? There's 1 through 7 plus the extra 7 in the CC1s. So there's 9 decks, so clearly collectors collect all of the orbit decks, and just because they're beautiful. And then gameplay easily can be used for that. So really, if you are a person on Earth or outside of Earth, well, they weren't made on Earth, but they're people for Earth, really. At least people at orbit say that. That's really something that you should buy then. If you are a human or an alien or a dog or a cat, I hate cats, but if you're really in anything that has life to it, then I would recommend getting this. Even if you're a baby that has no money, go just find a way to get this deck. I'm not kidding. If you do want this deck, I'll leave a link down in the description to get you guys 15% off at rarePlayingCards.com, so you guys can get this deck for even cheaper than what you guys would usually pay for it. And if you guys did like this review, subscribe, like, and share this video. So make sure to turn on the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off.